Welcome to the Pixelberry Choices podcast, and today we're going to be talking about chapter 5 of Laws of Attraction. And again, this chapter we had a court case, and whenever we have those, I pretty much like those chapters. And this was a fairly big chapter. We kind of got to know what the rest of the book is going to be about, the gameplay, so what we have to spend diamonds for. We got to know all this stuff now. So, in the last chapter, in this big epic scene, we left the farm after Martin put his hold on us and basically tried to rule on everything, demonize us. But we resigned, Gabe resigned, and Gabe and Ricky and Associates. There's a new firm, and this is the firm that we need to make work. So we are in our fancy apartment. If you took the diamond scene back in book 1 to update your apartment, and basically here's the theory also, guys, so I'll tell you along the way. Okay, so at first we talk about, and again, like, choices when they do this, like, I think this chapter was one of the best chapters I've read this week, because the way that chapters were detailed and stuff, Ashlyn comes in and she says, like, she's ready to take up on bouncers and stuff, and then she says that, oh, it's now time for 3 minutes freak out. She needs to use the bathroom to throw up. And so this was an amazing. Then we talked with Gabe, like, did he do this for us? He's not ready to accept that. He says that it was in the making for a while after Sadie's, the whole thing went down with Sadie. But then we grouped together, and Gabe says that he needs to get the loyal client. He need to build he need to find a place. He need to do a lot of stuff. So seemed like because of the namesake, because it's after Gabe, so everything needs to be done by Gabe. So we're gonna ask him to say that let us handle something. And remember KG, I think the cousin of Ashlyn, who helped us found our apartment in book 1, so he will help us find office now. So again, you gotta spend diamond for the office space. And remember, so a lot of people theorized back in book 1 when we were told that we will get to keep the place for the rest of the series in book 1. So people said that, oh, definitely Laws of Attraction has a book 2. And this happens again. Here we are said that we get to keep this office for the rest of the series and not the rest of the book. So I don't know. What does that mean? Does that mean that Laws of Attraction has a book 3? I mean, I won't be surprised, because Laws of Attraction is just like open heart, but with the lawyers, like you see the book too. There's Musk Kenmore, sort of the existence of Edenbrook was in jeopardy for a while, and then the same thing. It's a little different, like not same, but you get the idea, like how things are. So this is something really interesting. So then we go to our office, and Gabe is happy to see us that it looks nothing like Meg O'Brien. And then we talk about our cases, and we see that Lucy joining us. So if you take the diamond scene, I think then Lucy will be joining us, and will be given sort of like a list, like the senior partner and founder, Gabe, our main character Aston, and then all the other associates. So first one is Lucy, and we'll get to pick lawyers in that positions. So recruit and improve our standing inside the firm and the reputation of firm. It's all going to be in our hands, more like it's all going to be in your pockets, depending on how you spend your diamonds. So basically we get our first case, and this is about plagiarism. So this is pretty interesting, and this time it's about someone plagiarized, not someone's like writing or anything, but someone's life has been plagiarized by somebody. So this is pretty interesting case, and the whole copyright thing and everything. So you get to learn about this case, and we can work on it with either Lucy or Ashlyn. So, and we go to this woman's house, and we get to, and the thing that is, our client is actually well off, that basically can help with the case, that she's not doing this for the money. So the plagiarism is about, as we learned, that this woman had a abusive boyfriend 5 years ago, and at that time she joined a film school. She was studying at a film school, and there was a her classmate was this guy Chris Kennedy, who was the director of this film, um, A Tear in the Raindrop or something. I forgot the name of the movie, but which is the work of a plagiarism. So, and who plagiarized her life. So basically, we have to find some proofs on it, and she claims that uh, she told everything to him, and he took her ideas. Also, at the time, she had a social media account, and she posted all her stuff on social media by an anonymous name, where she could only be, you know, um, basically herself, and she could vent to people, and this was a hard time, so that was her only way to express herself, because the abusive relationship, this unhealthy relationship, was sort of drowning her. So, but then we say that then the social media posts will help, but she got logged out of the account, and then she lost all access. So pretty much it's her word against his, and it's gonna be hard. So we can talk with Gigi, and we can get in a diamond scene. At first, we'll tell Gigi to take the case and join our firm. So Gigi will definitely not be willing. So we can, in a diamond scene, learn how to win this case, get some tips from Gigi, and Gigi will tell us the way that we can subpoena the teachers and get the emails of conversation between them, or the work they submitted, and we can subpoena the social media company and get their posts, and everything is there. So we can do this, and while we do this, after listening from getting these tips from Gigi, um, you will be given three options. I basically showed compassion, and I think in one, while talking with the professor, and we got you know the thesis out of the professor that Chris wrote. His first thesis back in art school, I'm sorry, film school. So we basically can be either compassionate, or show compassion, or we can be really aggressive, the third option. So I was kind of mixed, so let's see what how that affects my story at the end. Remember last year, it was pure law standing up for bullies, the little guy, and there's another one I forgot. Pure law, little guy, and I forgot. Comment down if you remember, but you get the idea. You get the idea. So basically, we collect all the information, and then we argue this case in court. And this time, it's not a normal court, it's a court with jury in it. So it's not the judge who delivers the verdict, it's the jury. So we get to argue our case. If you have all the diamond scenes and you did your research well, with a sign, you'll be given the right option. If you press your the defendant here, the defendant is Chris, and you're the plaintiff, which is our main characters, who our main characters representing. So we get to ask them the right questions and basically sway the jury, and the verdict will be in favor of our client, and our client will win point, a lot of money, and this will be a big win for us. So Gabe will be really proud of us. Gabe won't watch the case in court, but Gabe will be back home watching this and praising us. So basically, it was a pretty good win for our main character, I guess. And then we get to celebrate it with Gabe. We go to Brass Monkey, and there we find Gigi. So we do some drinking. Gabe and Gigi, they argue who's gonna buy the rounds, and then we can try to pursue Gigi. And again, we gotta spend diamonds to recruit Gigi. And if Gigi's recruited, that is gonna be a good asset for our firm. But then we get a call, and Aslan is crying. There's definitely something wrong, and we get to know that Aslan's grandma. Remember the conservatorship? There is something wrong. The person is not picking up Aslan's calls for a long time now, and she thinks that there's something wrong with her grandma. What happened with her grandma? We want to know the grisly truth. I am sensing that something something horrible went down here. I mean, there's more to this conservatorship than meets the eye. That's for sure. I can't wait to find that out in the next chapter, or I don't know how many chapters it's gonna take for us to find out, because we don't know what the main plot. Like, the murder mystery was the main plot of the last book. I'm assuming the main plot of this book is building our own firm and competing against Meg O'Brien and winning cases. But is Ashlyn's grandma's conservatorship one of the main pillars of this book, or is it another side mission? Well, we'll see when Chapter 6 comes out. But this is so far for Laws of Attraction Chapter 5. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, peace out.